The movie Carrie is based on a Stephen King novel, and it's kind of a horror and detective movie where it features Angela Bettis as Carrie and Patricia Clarkson as the mom and Candace McClure as Sue Snell. I didn't read the book, but I also enjoyed the movie, so you don't really need to read the book to enjoy the movie. Also, the mother, which is Patricia Clarkson, she didn't play a big role in the movie, but her acting was really good. So I'd like to talk about some of the things in the movie that I didn't like, including the special effects, which are really lame.
If you think about it, the movie is made in 2002, and I agree that they weren't that believable. But I think that actually, if we would have watched that movie in 2002, that we would have been like, oh my god, like things falling out of the sky. It would have been a different experience.
Okay, well, I still think they're lame.
Okay.
Also, the music didn't really add to the story because it wasn't that scary. And yeah, it just made the movie less scary than it should be.
I disagree because sometimes when the music is very normal and everything seems okay, then all of a sudden something happens.
I'm not talking about like the music being normal. I'm saying like, you know how in movies these days, like the scary ones in particular, they have like the music, it's like creepy music which scares you just by listening to it. If they're like showing a hallway and they put like scary music, then
Yeah, but
get scared.
That kind of predicts what's going to happen. As soon as you hear that scary music, you already know that something is going to happen. And then in the movie Carrie, where you don't have that, anything could happen.
The character Carrie and her looks are just not scary enough. Looks like she just woke up.
Actually, the other movie, the Carrie that was made in 1976, she was just a normal girl. There was nothing scary about her at all. I think that actually they casted Carrie very, very well this time because she still looked normal. She doesn't look like a ghost, but there was something very strange about her. And I actually liked her better than the other movie.
Well, yeah, obviously, because it was 1976. Their scary movies were not scary.
Alright.
Okay, and they also had useless parts, like the principal. He was talking to Chris's dad, and he was telling him that he's gonna take him to court, but they actually never mentioned it again. Like, they never talked about it again.
Yeah, I agree that was a little bit useless, but I mean, it did kind of add to the whole story of why Chris didn't go to the prom.
But they can just say that she was expelled. They don't have to bring in her dad and like make a whole scene about court and all that if they're not gonna bring it up again.
The fact that the principal supported her baseball teacher also shows how they support Carrie, which just shows how they support Carrie. And that's important because in the end, Carrie's a suspect, but they don't immediately say that because they care for her. So those scenes really show how much they care for her.
But it's odd because the baseball teacher was the one who most supported Carrie, and she's the one who said that Carrie's like the reason for all that, for all of what happened.
Yes, but she didn't say it right away. They had to really like pull it out of her. I think the reason why I really, really like this movie is because it wasn't just one of those gruesome horror movies that you see nowadays. I think that it built up so much suspense, but it wasn't disgusting. It was really
It was disgusting.
no, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Only the pig blood, but the rest. No, but what I mean is that the viewer is given all of those clues,
and you can't put them together to predict what's gonna happen next.
Yes, like you know a whole lot, but you don't know the ending.
Yeah.
And that's why I think that people should definitely watch it.
It's like all these clues everywhere, but you can't seem to put them together.
Yeah.
Until like it reaches towards the ending, and then you can figure out what's gonna happen.
I think that most of the times it's like that in Stephen King movies, and I highly recommend people to watch Stephen King movies because, not only because I'm a fan, but he's just really a great movie maker. The fact that Carrie was being bullied was actually quite a nice story. I think that Stephen King does that a lot, just like in his movie It. It's about a clown, and Carrie is about just a normal, well, she's not normal, but she's in high school, she's a student, and she's being bullied. I think that a lot of people can relate to that. Stephen King always picks those topics where there is something abnormal in it, but the character itself, you could meet that character, you know? It could really exist. And I think that on one hand makes it really scary, and on the other hand it makes it very relatable, because if someone has been bullied before, they'd be watching Carrie with like a whole other feeling than you and I would watch it.
Yeah.
What grade would you give it?
I think I'd give it like a 7. Or maybe like a 6.
I think I would give it an 8.5, knowing that the book is better. But I really did like it.